The latest X-Men has arrived in Marvel Strike Force, but is Forge worth your time and investment? We got a special character review in this video discussing the best T-Force ISO 8 classes for Forge and discussing the long-term and short-term value for this character. And hopefully we get lucky because we are opening some orbs as well for this character. And if you're ready for all that and more, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go slash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin and I hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're discussing Forge, the value of Forge. Is this character worth your time? Worth your investment? We got a special character review in this video, but we're also going to discuss the best T-Force ISO 8 recommendations, as well as the long-term and short-term value of this character. But if it's your first time here on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content, at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel, character reviews, reveal videos, question and answer videos, news videos, everything to help your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But without further ado, let's go to our brand new review guy to get his take on Forge.
Valley Club, the holidays have brought the biggest gift of all. It is I, Drew, formerly known as the Rumor Guy, and it's great to be back on the channel. Now the rumors have dried up for the time being, so instead of being the Rumor Guy, I'm now Drew, the character review guy, and I'm starting off my review by talking about the mutant version of Tony Stark, the new character Forge. Now Forge is the inventor for the X-Men, and his power, he can visually perceive mechanical energy into action, and he uses that to understand what it takes to make something work, so he can create new inventions for his X-Men allies. And in the raids, he will be needed eventually if you want to send the mutant lane in the incursion raids. But until Sunspot arrives to complete the team, Forge looks to be a luxury character for the time being, and I'm giving him a rating of 5 frothies.
So Drew with a 5 frothy rating for Forge didn't say what that's out of, so I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad rating, but seems like an important part of this team in a full Extreme X-Men team. Now, as it stands right now, Gambit, Cyclops, and Nightcrawler are very, very good in the raids. I'm using Apocalypse and Archangel as the 4th and 5th. I know some people are using Rogue, working a little better than Archangel, but yeah, as far as a 5-piece team, this character is going to be required, especially if you want to sim the raids. You're just looking to beat the raids right now. I don't think you need this character, at least initially. Let's go pull some orbs for this character. As you can see, I did get a 6 red stars for this character. Pulled that out of Elite 5 yesterday, but let's see if we can do a little better than that. And we're also going to open some more of these orbs for Forge himself, this creator orb. Hopefully we get lucky. We get very unlucky in our first 2 orb openings, so hopefully we get something that's not green. Give me a purple, give me a gold. Let's go. And we get a, all right, we get a blue in the middle, so not the bare minimum, but we are up to 38 shards of Forge, and hopefully we get more shards before we could, and we could actually use this guy in the raids right off the bat. But yeah, not the best, but we do have a lot of these other orbs here. What I want to do, let's go and get 2 non-duplicate characters. We could be opening these for a while if we get a bunch of duplicates, and then we're going to go get the best T4 and ISO 8s for Forge. Let's open 2 unique characters. What do we get here? It is a duplicate. That one doesn't count. Let's go with another one here. That one doesn't count. We're going to keep opening these until we get to maybe just 1 duplicate. All right, there is a, we don't want Pyro. Pyro sucks. We're not going to use him. 1 more. Let's get either a good character or a duplicate. It is a duplicate. Let's go for 1 more. This is time. Can we get a 7 on Forge? Can we get a 7 on Nightcrawler? We still have only a 6 on Nightcrawler. We would need to have be lucky to have him pop up in a store. There is, oh, it's a dirty Ronin and not the new Avenger of Ronin. It is the bad one. So we did get that 6 earlier. We got what we needed for him, and we opened a bunch of these other orbs. All right, so that is it for now. We got 2 bad orbs. Let's go and talk about the kit for Forge. And it looks to be a important character, like I said, on a full team. Don't really need him right away, though. And as far as the value in Cosmic Crucible, he does do some good things if you're thinking of using this character on defense in Cosmic Crucible. As far as the T4s, though, the basic looks very skippable. The basic itself does some damage, applies regeneration and deflect to the 4 most injured allies. Well, X-Men allies, it's going to go to all of them, and it's going to do a little bit more damage with the T4, and the T4 is highly skippable. This one is a 5-turn cooldown for the special, does some healing here, clears the heal block from self and all X-Men allies, and the order of operations, at least according to this, looks like it's going to be done before the healing. So clearing heal block before they heal, very, very important. The damage is nice, but for this heal to work, you don't want any heal blocks on there, so I think this is an important T4. And as far as the ultimate, it is a 10-turn cooldown. You're probably using this only once per match. What the T4 does, though, is more damage to primary and secondary targets, piercing damage, so a little bit more than just normal damage. And in the raids, getting evades and safeguard to self and all extreme X-Men allies. I think that's a very good move to get that safeguard and evade. You are opening with this, and what it's going to do in Cosmic Crucible, this move, applying a charge up to maximum 10 to self and all X-Men allies. That means Gambit can get another charge, and that is great for Gambit if you are looking to use him on Cosmic Crucible defense. As far as the T4, I think you do need to do this T4 for the raids to get that safeguard and evades up there initially, and also the the passive. It's going to give defense up to self and all X-Men allies on spawn. Does some other great things in this passive as well. But as far as the T4, I think you want to do this one first, get that initial defense up, then the ultimate to get that evades and the safeguard, and then finally this heal block, removing the heal block before you do the healing. That is important. I think you need all three of these. The order I would go is passive, then ultimate, then special. This basic is very, very luxury pick. Now, as far as the ISO 8 class for Forge, I think you have a few different choices here. I think the one that I'm going to lead with is Healer. He has healing on his special. He has healing on his ultimate. And I think the Healer class is just going to increase the healing that he does for the X-Men allies. Other use case might be Striker. Now, not a very impressive basic ability. He has deflect and regeneration to all extreme X-Men allies with the T4 there. Without the T4, the 4 most injured. This helps with that survivability. I don't think there's a great use case for a skirmisher. He doesn't apply a lot of effects to the enemies, so I don't think you need all that extra focus there. And as far as Raider, well, he attacks the primary and adjacent targets on his ultimate, attacks the primary and one adjacent target on his special, and just the primary target. So I don't think Raider's a great use case. So I think the 2 primary ones you're gonna want for Forge, Striker and Healer, and I think I'm gonna go with Healer initially. So eventually I think you're gonna wanna build this character as big as possible. So whenever his event rolls around and whenever he becomes farmable, you'll wanna get as many gold stars in this character as possible. Put as much gear as you can in this character, and hopefully you get lucky with the red stars either through your orbs or having a pop in a store so that you could use your gold and silver promo credits for this character, because I think long-term, this is a character that you're going to want to build up. As far as the incursion raids, to sim that or to get some harder levels of these incursion raids, this full X-Men team will be needed, and Forge is the healer, provides a sustain. I think you're going to want to build him up. But as far as right now, his value right now, I don't think he's going to help you too much in the raids. Without Sunspot being in the game and having to do pieces of the Extreme X-Men team, I think you could still get that with Gambit and Nightcrawler and Cyclops and Apocalypse and either Rogue or Archangel. I'm using Archangel. I know some people are using Rogue and getting through the mutant sections right now. So I don't think you need him for the raids right now, at least until Sunspot comes in the game. And as far as Cosmic Crucible, he will give you a little bit of value. He does have that ultimate that he can open with, giving an extra charge to all X-Men allies. That extra charge on Gambit will allow him to do an ability block, an additional ability block, so that you have 2 ability blocks with Gambit on his special. That could be very, very useful or very annoying for your opponents if you place this team on Cosmic Crucible defense. And as far as what he does in Dark Dimension, I don't think he's going to be a great choice for Dark Dimension. He does take that augmented infinite energy, which is the same thing that Dazzler used. I think Viv Vision uses that as well. So you're good as far as that. But as far as the actual value in Dark Dimension, I think Gambit is going to give you a lot more value. His passive allows him to just keep counterattacking enemies, and he has a no cooldown on his special, so you're gonna be able to use that a lot more. So as if you're taking in if you really need to take in a mutant global character, Gambit I think is the way to go there. Forge I think is gonna give you some long-term value, but as far as his value right now, I think he is hold offable until at least Sunspot comes into the game. And that is my assessment, and that is Drew's assessment of Forge. Let me know what you think of this review. Is he worth the 5 Frosties? And I think that rating was out of 10, to be honest with you. I think he's a good character. I think he's needed long term, but as far as right now, I think you could hold off on this character. Hopefully this video did provide you some value, give you some insight in what you want to do with Forge. And if it did, hit that like button. It is free for you, and it definitely helps that support out the channel. And if you want to see what is the best and worst in Marvel Strike Force of 2023, make sure you check out the video up there and have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin, out. See you guys next time.